3 years after President Nixon ordered the evacuation of American troops from Vietnam. It's always interesting to see one of the few films made about that subject in the immediate aftermath of the war, while it was still regarded not as a mistake or a noble cause gone wrong, but as a moral outrage which brought shame on the United States in the eyes of the entire world. In the almost 20 years since the US lost its all-out Southeast Asian war, the cinematic history of US involvement in Vietnam has been rewritten at least 3 times. First by filmmakers Jaglom and Carol Rice, who rejected the John Wayne analysis featured in Green Berets. Again by Francis Coppola and Michael Cimino, proponents of the tragic error/loss of innocence theory. And finally by the Rambo Gene Hackman school of Vietnam movies, which revert to the original John Wayne thesis of a noble enterprise betrayed by sandbaggers at home. Jaglom's film, like Rice's excellent Dog Soldiers, is set not in Vietnam, but in the USA. It concerns a US Army sergeant, played by Dennis Hopper, accompanying a flag-draped coffin across the country via train. The film was little seen in the United States. Its structure, like that of the last movie, is quite fragmented and strange, and the story operates on various levels of reality. Do not assume that everything you see is true. In particular, the choice of Hopper as the psychotic veteran was brilliant. He's excellent in the role, but perhaps a little off-putting to the large audience used to seeing Hopper playing bikers or way-out hippies in films like Easy Rider and The Trip. Tracks was made at the tail end of the great period of American cinema, when it was still possible to play with structure and film language, to improvise whole sequences, to draw no clear distinctions between the real and the unreal. Jaglom said that for him, the whole story could take place in the mind of Hopper while he's sitting on a bench. And just to complicate matters, Tracks was made on Amtrak passenger trains without permission. So Jaglom, Hopper, and the whole crew were regularly ejected from the train.